Hi everyone, let's talk about TNA Wrestling January 1st, 2026, guys. This was the first impact of 2026. Let's talk about it, guys. So the TNA Knockouts World Champion Leslie Saya Lee teamed with her following Angel Warrior Saya Brookside to battle Heather and M of the Elegance brand and regaining the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. The inspiration are seen watching the match backstage, and out of nowhere, Dana Luna pulls Listen Lee off the apron and sends her into the steel ring post, and the Elegance brand delivers a double team drop kick to Saya Brookside to pick up the victory, and that's how the Elegance brand, Heather and M by Elegance, defeated Saya Brookside and Lee, guys, and that's what happened right there, guys. Then, backstage, Director of Authorities Santino Marella is caught up after being betrayed by his daughter Ariana Grace, and Tom and Matthew announced that Lorenzo Stacks will defend the TNA International Championship against Steve Macklin, which we'll talk about that, guys, in a bit. That episode that just happened this past week. Meanwhile, Moose and Cedric Alexander were challenged Leon Slater for the TNA X Division Championship in a triple threat match at Genesis, which we'll see what happens this coming week, guys. Can't wait for Genesis. Plus, Elijah returns to action against Mustafa Ali and stuff, guys. And then Mustafa Ali steps into the ring against the fans' favorite hometown man, and Mustafa Ali takes control with a rolling neck breaker, followed by a standing moonsault, and hometown man hits a bulldog to start building momentum, but involving from the great hands, allowing Mustafa Ali to quickly regain control, and Mustafa Ali puts hometown man away with a 450 splash, and that's how Mustafa Ali, in order for, and the great hands, and Tussa Stills and the special agent Zero by his side, defeating the hometown man. Then after the match, Mustafa Ali sends to send a message to Elijah as Order 4 continues the assault on hometown man, and Elijah plays mind games with the leader of Order 4. Then the Rascals won a shot at the TNA X Division Championship, and Santino Marella makes it official later tonight that Train Manuel and Rinson Reed and Zachary Wentz will face off for a title opportunity on the premiere of TNA's Thursday Night Impact on NBC, AMC. Then we hear from the NXT Outlaws, led by Ariana Grace and the TNA International Champion Lorenzo Stacks. And Ariana Grace explains that she has lived her father's shadow for her entire life, and that is why she betrayed Santino Marella 2 weeks ago. And Ariana Grace reveals that Santino Marella did not inform her she was no longer needed on TNA's programming, and she had to call travel to find out. Ariana Grace is now traveling her own path alongside Lorenzo Stacks. Then we had this trios match, which was a little fun match. Let's talk about it, guys. I liked it, though. So we had Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford and Lyra Miller look to bounce back against Indy Hartwell and Joey Threat and Jenna Stones in a 6 knockouts tag team action. It didn't take long before Rona Stones gets involved, allowing more to take control of Jensha, and Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford and more cut off the ring where Jenna Stones down, and Jenna Stones is able to create separation and makes the tag to Indy Hartwell on the pace quickly as Indy Hartwell goes on the attack. The match begins in the breakdown as everyone gets involved, and Tessa Blanchard capitalizes off another distraction from Robert Stone and connects with a recipe on Jensa, and Moore scores the pinfall for the win, and that's how Mrs. Moore and Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford with Robert Stone defeated Jenna Stones and Indy Hartwell and Joey Threat. Then the TNA injury report. Every member of Team TNA and Team NXT is cleared. Followed the steel cage match. And then Elijah is out following torn rib at the hand of Mustafa Ali. Then Lexus Lee, Xia Li, Lee is undergoing a since following an attack from Dana Luna earlier in the night. And then we had the Righteous. Yes, the Righteous. Let's talk about the Righteous. So the Righteous comes out and stuff, and after essentially Matt Hardy, the Righteous reveal more insight into openness with the TNA World Tag Team Champions, and the Hardys interrupt to tell Vincent and Dutch that they are not interested in mind games, but they are interested in a fight, and the Righteous back down as the Hardys look on from the top of the ramp. Then we had the triple threat with the Rascals. This was great. This was great stuff, man. This was great stuff. Let's talk about it. So we had Ryan Reed, Trey Manuel, and Zachary Wentz. Let's talk about it. The TNA X Division champion Leon Slater joined Tom and Matthew on commentary as Trey Manuel and Ryan Reed and Zachary Wentz face off for a title shot on the premiere of Thursday Night Impact on ABC, and Reed launches Trey Manuel into a neckbreaker from Zachary Wentz, and everyone is down, followed a blockbuster from Trey Manuel, and Reed and Manuel stirred over the top rope and descends offense to the floor, and Zachary Wentz hits Trey with the UFO cutter, and Ryan Reed catches both men with a springboard 450 for the win, and that's how Ryan Reed defeated Trey Manuel and Zachary Wentz to earn a spot for the TNA X Division Championship match on AMC premiere. Then we hear from the system, guys. So then JDC retirement from in-ring competition approaches at Genesis, and Eddie Edwards says that it's an honor to face JDC in his final match, and JDC wants to Santino Marella and got one more last match for the entire system next Thursday. They will face the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater and TNA World Tag Team champions the Hardys and Cedric Alexander, guys. And then we had this, guys, the main event. We had Frankie Kazarian versus Bear Branson. Let's talk about it, guys. This was a fun match. After outlasting 19 other competitors in a battle royal, the TNA newcomer Bear Branson has earned this TNA World Championship match against Frankie Kazarian, and Brenton Reed has Frankie Kazarian reeling in the early going as he retreats to the outside, and Frankie Kazarian uses the rope to his advantage and gaining control with a slingshot leg drop, and Frankie Kazarian dominates for several minutes to Bear Branson. Creates an opening, and Bear Branson builds momentum with a running power slam for two. Then Bear Branson dives through the ropes and then sends Frankie Kazarian into the steel ring steps, and then Frankie Kazarian misses the eye and slams Bear Branson into the steps, and Bear Branson makes it back into the ring and back the ref count of 10, and Frankie Kazarian hits Fade to Black to regain the TNA World Championship, and that's how he won with the Fade of Black, and that's how Frankie Kazarian defeated Bear Branson, and that's what happened, guys. And then after the match, Mike Santana announces that their match, the TNA World match, has been moved from Genesis to the January 15th on the premiere of Thursday Night's Impact on AMC. And that's what happened, guys. And I gave this show an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. It was a very good show. I liked it. It was an 8 out of 10 for me. An 8 out of 10. So, yes, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit those notification bells as always, guys. And this is CJD 2006. And peace out and take care and much love. Much love, guys.